All right, we look at paper 2. We look at question number 2. Individuals and companies with bank accounts are allowed to request statements on their accounts, mostly weekly, monthly, or quarterly. Temba Bank savings account statement for period from the 9th of September 2022 to 16th September 2022 is shown in Annexure A. Use Annexure A to answer the questions that follow. This is Annexure A. This is how it looks like. Let me explain it a bit. We shall have the debit side. This is the money that goes out. And the credit, this will be the money that comes in. So if it comes in, we add it onto the balance. This is added onto the balance. And if it goes out, it's subtracted from the balance. That's what you have to know. So when it goes a debit, it's subtracted. It's a minus. Credit, it's added, but added onto the balance. All right. Okay. Another thing that you have to know, balance brought forward is the same as opening balance, and the closing balance is the money that's at the end of the month. At the end of the month, that becomes a closing balance, and it will be used as opening in the next month. All right, let's look at that and we see. Write down the account number and the name of the account holder. Don't look that far. These are usually in front. Oh, so they're usually on the top of the. They're usually on top of the statement. So the account number is this one here. Account number. Definitely, the holder is this one here. So we shall go there and we write our we shall come here and we say the account number. Account number. We said it's a 8 home 81976, and the account holder is the person who owns the account, which is Mr. A. So that's the answer there. Okay, determine the total number of transactions made on this statement. Transactions. Total number of transactions, we say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 transactions. Transactions. These ones are on the side of the. Okay. These are the sides. These were credits. Money came in. Yeah. Here we have 16 transactions. 16 transactions. Other people who counted that free, because okay, anyway, you can also say 17 when you look into the addendum here because of this other one here. I didn't count this because it's not that happened. All right. Okay, determine the probability of choosing a transaction made on the 15th of September 2022. 15th September, we're looking at that. Then we shall look at the date. The transaction, what's the probability that you pick a transaction that was made on the 15th? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the transactions of the 15th. So it will be 10 out of 17 if you've counted 17, or 10 out of 16. Simplified form, this will remain 10 out of 17. Simplified form, if we had used this, then it will be 5 out of 8. Calculate the total amount of all the 4 TUIB transactions made on this account. What does TUIB transactions mean? TU, this is it, transactions using internet banking. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what are we going to do? We are going to add that, and add this. So we shall come there, we say the 20 rands plus 2,400 plus 1,000 plus 600. Having 4,020 rands. The account holder owed the bank certain amount on a particular day. Identify the amount that the account holder owed the bank. All right, let's come and we see. First and foremost, you look at the amount that has a negative purchase. Come on that. We have this much. We have that much. So the amount is supposed to be the 29 rands 67 cents. Calculate the total amount deposited into this account during the period of the statement. Now, deposited simply meaning the money that came in. And I told you this is on the side of the credit. So we go to the side of the credit, we see how much came in. How much came in here. We have the 382 rands 14 cents. We have the 22,695 rands 98 cents. Then we have 191 rands 7 cents. This is the money that we're going to add up. We're going to add this money here up. So we add up this money here, which is that much. We end up having 23,269 rands 19 cents. So the money that came in, we are saying we are adding 382 rands 14 cents plus the 22,695 rands 98 cents and 191 rands 7 cents, and we ended up having 23,269 19 cents. All right, 2.1.7. What percentage of the total amount deposited into the account was paid towards the West Bank bond? So first and foremost, we need to identify where is the West Bank bond, and we go there. We shall come and indeed we find it. It's here. But how much went out? It's this much. So since we're looking for the percentage, we shall we need to formulate a fraction. a fraction. So we have a numerator over a denominator times 100. So this will be the numerator because it's out of this other amount here. So this will be the denominator. This is the numerator. So we go there and we perform we are saying we need a fraction with a numerator over times 100. This is when you're multiplying by 100, we're looking for the percentage. So the bond over the amount that we had got already, the total amount, and we multiply by 100. So we have 55,000, sorry, 5,569 rand 75 cents divided by 20. So we end up having 23. We end up having that much. Calculate the prepaid water fee on 16. On 16th, we come here, we see, oh, okay, it was omitted already. Let's look at it and we see. Now, this is a debit, meaning it went off. Where did it go off? It went off from this other amount here. And they go to this at the end. So that means it's going to be this minus this. You should get this other answer here. So how much was deducted? So in simple terms, we're going to subtract the money that we see down here minus the money that we see on top here. So we're going to do that and we see it will be 6,205.48 cents minus 600. So here we end up having a certain amount of money. They subtract and we find out the answer. So we end up having R1.10. The municipality encourages its residents to use water sparingly. Mr. Donald tries to minimize his usage of municipal water and plans to install a wall water tank to collect rainwater. Study the quotation below and answer the questions that follow. So this is it. All right. Mr. Domis finds out that the installation will take 2 hours, 35 minutes on the first day and 1 hour, 54 minutes on the second day. That really has a total budget of 7,800 to buy and install the water tank. Verify showing calculations whether his budget will be sufficient. Will his money be enough? So first and foremost, we need to take note of the hours that we're going to use and how much are we going to pay for it. All right, let's see. I would like to calculate this using the table above. So let's see. Labor per hour or part thereof. This simply means, take note of this. This simply means this is per hour. If you work for 2 hours and 15 minutes, we shall count it to be 3 hours. All right, that's what it simply means. Or if you work for 3 hours, 48 minutes, we shall take this to be 4 hours. This is what it means, this part thereof. Okay, we shall calculate and we see. Remember, remember, states that it will take on the first day. The labor is the one that we need to calculate most here. So we see that on the first day, it says it's going to take 2 hours, 35 minutes. So these are approximately 3 hours. And on the second day, it's going to take 154 minutes, which are 2 hours. So all in all, he has to pay for 5 hours. So we shall come here, we multiply this by 5. All right. So let's find out. When you multiply by 5, which is 5 hours, 6 times 64, 99, we have 324 rands, 95 cents. So we add up everything. There's nothing much there because extra back, it's fine. So we shall add the 6 to buy the tank. Then for extra equipment and material, then plus the labor. So 6,479 rands plus 971.85 plus 324.95. So we end up having 7,775 rands, 80 cents. Indeed, his statement is what? It's valid. Or the money will be enough.